guys, I hope everybody is doing well, and today I have for you my part 2 of my deep cleaning, spring cleaning of my kitchen. So today I am doing so I got all but one of my upper cabinets done, mostly items with food in them. And I really needed to do this, I felt like, because I have, for whatever reason, these teeny tiny little bugs all over my apartment, and I can't figure out where they're coming from. And so I thought it would be a good thing to start and see if it's something like a food item that's in one of my cabinets. But to be honest with you, I didn't find anything, so still trying to figure out what's going on with that. I'll probably have to end up calling like maintenance or the pest control or whatever that will look like. But so I got started here in my snack cabinet. This is where I keep all of like my packaged snacks, chips, pretzels, even our candy container sits up here, and like crackers and graham crackers and things like that. And this one for me just gets really messy really quickly because I'm really bad about like throwing things in there. And honestly, I'm so bad at like buying things that I already have. Like I had 2 boxes of graham crackers in here, not knowing that I had bought one already. And so I'm trying to be better about that, not buying things that I already have. So then I have double of them. But I'm going to be honest, I'm really bad at that. I have this like unrealistic fear that things are going to run out and then I'm not going to have them when I need them. But it's usually for things that I don't use a whole lot of. Like I buy a lot of dish soap sometimes. I buy a lot of like condiments that I already have and I forgot that I had them. So I'm kind of hoping I'm not alone in that. And there's other people that do that too. And then I think I also read that that could be like a symptom of ADHD, and that would not surprise me. So hopefully I'm not alone. But so I took all of the things that probably needed to be bagged up or that were getting old. I threw away that bag of pretzels because it had like Christmas stuff on it. I don't know how old it was, but they were stale, so I threw them away. And then I bagged up all of the other snacks that needed to go in bags. So this is what it looks like when we're all done with that cabinet. The one next to it is just my cups and water bottles and plates, and I've done this one recently, so I decided not to take everything out of this one and clean it out just for time's sake. There was a lot of other things I needed to do. And then one of my goals also was to clean off this countertop and clean my Keurig. And so I did that too. I just wanted to make everything a little bit nicer looking and organized. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. So I'm just curious how often people clean their Keurig machines or their coffee makers, whatever you have, because I think it's been a while since I've cleaned this. So I cleaned the outside because it was dusty and kind of sticky, and then I also cleaned like the tray part of it because that had like some spills on it. And I'm gonna do like a vinegar cycle. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but I also cleaned like the part where the hot chocolate or the coffee comes out of, and I didn't realize that was clogged. And so now when I use it, it works so much better, and I'm so glad that I decided to finally clean this, and I wish I would have done it sooner because it just works so much better. And I'm hoping once I do the vinegar cycle, it will just pretty much be like it's almost new. And to clean my countertop, I used my favorite, it's like a lemon and olive oil cleaning spray. I got it from TJ Maxx, and it seriously smells so good. So I got my Keurig a little bit cleaner. I'm going to put the tray back underneath once it's dry, and then I also put my pods in that little white container. I washed that out because I had a lot of crumbs in it, and then I just have some hot dog buns and my tortillas. I really like to get like a bread box or something to put my bread products in, but I haven't really found anything yet, so just kind of still on the hunt for that. So this is the next cabinet that I'm gonna do. The one I have over my fridge just keeps like batteries and kind of like some miscellaneous stuff, but thinking about it now, I should probably do that one too. But I really just wanted to get, like I said, all the ones that had food in them to see if there's anything that's attracting these little tiny, they're like bugs with wings. It's really weird. I've never seen them before. And so I'm kind of frustrated. But I also noticed that I put down like liners, and this liner is so stuck to the underneath part, and I was a little bit worried. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do when I have to move out, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I took everything out, and now I'm just wiping this space down with just like a Clorox wipe and just examining how bad it is stuck up. I almost wanted to just leave them like when I move out, but I probably should either replace them or just take them out. But this underneath stuff is just like, I don't know, it's such a weird texture, and like I said, I do not know what I'm gonna do. So if anybody has any suggestions or tips, that would be great if you could let me know down below. And I feel like the system I have for this is pretty good. So I have 2 shelves. I got these from Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and they help with really small spaces. I can put things obviously like on the top and the bottom, and I like to put my lids for my leftover dishes on the top and then the containers on the bottom. And finally cleaning this made me feel so much better, and it gave me a lot more room in the cabinet, and I'm going to try really hard to keep the containers organized. It doesn't usually stick for long, but it does work for a short time, and I feel like it just looks so much better. Sorry for this angle, you guys. I watched this footage back and I was like, oh my goodness, that is just awful. But I had to kneel down on a chair so that I could reach and kind of see all the way at the top of these cabinets because I'm like not tall enough to see them, but like I'm too tall to like stand on the chair. So I had to kind of kneel to make sure that I wiped everything down and got like all the little crumbs and things like that. So I'm just putting everything back, trying to organize it in the best way that I think will help me to remember to use it, because sometimes I feel like I buy a bunch of pantry staples and then they never get used, or I forget that I have them. And so I'm trying to be so much better about keeping them clean and kind of keeping an inventory of what is in my cabinet. So this is what it looks like when I'm all done. So I have pretty much my tiny little pantry staples in this cabinet, and I have been able to keep it somewhat clean, so I'm happy about that. This is kind of like my overflow. It has like my oils and sprays, as you can see, and then like some extra sauces in there. And I kind of hate this cabinet because it has that big gray tube type thing that goes up. I'm sure it does something important, or maybe it's like the fan from the stove, but it's just really oddly placed and kind of annoying because it has to like, it like separates all the things in my cabinet, and it then creates like less space for me to put things in, and it's just, like I said, kind of annoying. I think the biggest issue right now for me is just like the space that I don't have, that I wish I had, so that I could store more things. Like I would love to buy like some bulk items like toilet paper or paper towels, but I bought some paper towels, like a 15 pack or something crazy at Target a week or two ago, and I just don't have any place to store it. And I feel like it would save some money if I was able to buy in bulk, but space wise, there's just nowhere to put it, and I don't want things just sitting out if I don't have to. So anyway, little tangent there. So just putting everything back. I'm putting the things that I don't use very often in the back part, or if I have like doubles of something. So I have like 2 apple cider vinegars and then like 2 white vinegars. So I started putting those in the back, and then I'm just kind of filling in things as I think I'm going to use them. So obviously like the cooking sprays I use pretty often, the olive oil use pretty often, but then some of the other sauces just kind of put towards the back. I'm curious to see how many people keep like expired items, because I think some of these things I've had for a while, like those canned red peppers I really need to use, and the can of like apricot preserves. And so I'm wondering if some of that stuff is maybe too old. I'm not sure, but I'm now moving on to like my baking cabinet. So this has like my flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, chocolate chips in it, and then also my spices. I have this cool little shelf that works pretty well for my spices. Some of the stuff, I'm not sure if it fits well in these spaces, but we're just kind of going with it. I don't know that switching everything around would be any different, because I feel like the spaces are the same and nothing really fits very well. But like I said, we're just kind of working with what we have, and it works pretty well. I shouldn't complain too much, but I'm just wiping it down, as you can see, making sure to wipe down the shelves really well with a wipe, and they like kind of connect, which is kind of cool. So I'm hoping I can keep this kind of system when I move too. But I have seen people put their spices like in drawers, and that looks really cool. It's like super aesthetically pleasing, but I just don't have the drawer space to be able to do that. I don't have as many drawers in my kitchen as I do cabinets. So for my spices, I did a similar method where I put obviously the ones that I use more in the front, and then if I have any duplicates, I put those further in the back just because, to be honest with you, they like fall down pretty easily with the way that they're set up. So that really helps with that. And I just wanted to come on here also and say thank you to everybody that is cheering me on and that has subscribed. I really appreciate you, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for everybody. Even though I have kind of, I would say, a pretty low subscriber count, I'm so happy and grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sticking around and supporting me. It means so much to me, and I am so excited to make these videos for you. I hope you are enjoying them. If you have any suggestions or anything that you want to see, you can definitely comment in any video that I have, and I will definitely try to accommodate that. Or if you have any questions or anything, you know, don't hesitate to comment down below or reach out. But we're pretty much at the end of the video, so I do have some more cabinets that I will clean out, but I'm going to do a part 3 for that just because this one was pretty long, and it's going to be more of like, I have one more cabinet with some food items in it, but it's going to be more like pots and pans and like my lower cabinets and like my silverware drawer and that kind of thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please stick around for part 3, and hopefully I will see you in that one. Hope you're having a fabulous day or night, and bye for now.